Am I the a-hole for not being able to forgive my sister after 20 years of bullying and emotional abuse? This has been eating at me for a while now. I, 33F, have an older sister, 36F, who has treated me with what I now recognize as emotional abuse and targeted bullying for over 2 decades. And now that she sent what feels like a half-hearted apology, I'm being told by my family to just get over it. But I can't. Not yet. And I need some outside perspective. We were never best friends, not even as kids, but things shifted dramatically when I turned 12. That's when it began. My sister, who had always been a little distant, became downright cruel. It wasn't just sibling teasing, it was calculated, cutting, and constant. She would make sarcastic or nasty comments about my appearance, my friends, my personality, really anything she could. I'd walk into a room and feel tension, so thick I'd hold my breath. It felt like she hated me, and I had no idea why. At first, I thought it was a phase. I tried everything I could to connect with her. I gave her space. I tried being sweet. I asked about her life, tried to talk to her like a friend. But all I ever got in return was coldness, anger, and distance. She'd shut me down with "my life's none of your business," or ignore me entirely. She once left me outside in the freezing cold for 4 hours after school. She was supposed to pick me up. No call. No explanation. Just silence. Another time, both of her dogs attacked my dog unprovoked. Instead of helping or showing concern, she blamed me, said I coddle my dog too much. Every time something happened between us, it was always my fault. And yet, despite all of this, I kept trying to build a bridge. I thought, maybe if I just try harder. Over time, her behavior evolved from aggression to something almost worse, pretending I didn't exist. Family gatherings became unbearable. She wouldn't look at me, wouldn't acknowledge me, wouldn't even say hello. I was air, a ghost in my own family. Eventually, other people noticed. Relatives would pull me aside and ask why my sister treated me so coldly. I never knew what to say. I honestly didn't have an answer. When my mom confronted her about it, her response was, "You don't have to get along with everybody." That was it. That was her whole explanation for 20 years of hostility. So for the longest time, I blamed myself. I thought, I must have done something truly terrible to her. I just can't remember what. I racked my brain for years. I internalized her rejection as proof that something was wrong with me. Even after I stopped trying, the emotional damage stayed. I started to believe that maybe I was just unlovable. The final straw was about 2 years ago when she called me a bad daughter in front of our family. I left in tears, completely broken. After that, I made a decision. I was done. I'd tried for 20 years. I was no longer going to beg someone to treat me like a human being. Then, last May, everything changed. A big event shook our family. I won't go into detail, but it brought a lot of buried things to the surface. I was talking with my younger brother, 32M, and we started reminiscing about our childhood. He mentioned something casual, how her sister once told him she had always wanted to ride horses, but never got the chance. And that's when everything clicked. I started riding horses when I was 12. I begged my mom to let me take lessons. I dropped every other hobby I had to make it financially possible. I worked long hours at the stables to earn free lessons so my parents didn't have to pay. It was my dream, and I worked hard for it. Apparently, my sister also wanted to ride, but she never told anyone. Not once. She just silently resented me for getting what she never asked for. According to a letter she later wrote to our mother, she hated that I was brave enough to ask for things. That was the root of her grudge. That was why I was treated like garbage for 2 decades. I was stunned, furious, heartbroken. For years, I believed I was the problem, that I'd hurt her in some deep, unforgivable way. But no, it was because she felt left out about something she never even vocalized. I was punished for simply living my life and asking for something I loved. And while I get that childhood emotions can be complex, I was still the one who suffered. I spent 20 years trying to connect, to repair something I didn't even break. After this came out, my parents were devastated. They admitted they never saw it, never knew, and that if anyone was at fault, it was them. But as much as they want to fix things now, it's not them who needs to make this right, it's her. I told them, clearly, I'm done trying. Unless my sister comes to me directly, acknowledges the hurt she caused, and truly apologizes for how she treated me, I don't want her in my life. I have protected my peace too long to let her shatter it again. Then came New Year's Day. She sent me a text. Not a call. Not a visit. Just this. Since it's a new year, I apologize for the past. It has been a year of big change, and even if apologizing won't erase anything, it is at least something towards a new and hopefully better year. That was it. No specific acknowledgement of what she did. No mention of the years of pain, manipulation, gaslighting, abandonment, cruelty. It felt like something she did for herself. A way to check, apologize to little sister, off her resolution list. Like she was clearing her conscience. I replied, honestly and calmly. I said I appreciated the message, but I wasn't ready to forgive.
Not yet.
She never responded. Now, my mom is begging me to make nice, telling me that it was a huge deal for her to even send that message, that she's trying. And maybe she is. But that message? It felt so small compared to everything I've been through. I don't want to hold a grudge. I don't want to be bitter. But healing takes time, and that apology was the bare minimum after 20 years of torment. I'm still hurt. I still feel like that 12-year-old girl who just wanted her sister to love her. And I'm tired of being the one expected to always take the high road. I took it for 20 years. I walked it alone. Now I'm choosing myself. Am I the a-hole for not being ready to forgive my sister after 20 years of emotional abuse and one half-hearted apology?